Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Anantana. I'm a postgraduate student at UKZN and my channel is centered on life as a university student and everything in between. Today's video is a bit different, but I do think it will accommodate a lot of people, and the nice thing actually about me speaking about this is because I've been through this process before during the course of my undergrad, so I kind of know what to expect. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the appeal process for NSFAS. I'm going to tell you why you would need to appeal and maybe how you'd even see that you would need to appeal and how you can draft the letter, supporting documents you would need, so on and so forth. Just pretty much everything in between with regards to appealing for NSFAS. Okay, so just to be clear, I'm actually addressing people who are undergraduates, are still busy with their undergraduate degrees, are funded by NSFAS, and they haven't exceeded the number of years NSFAS is supposed to fund you. So if you are aware of the N+1 or the N+2 rule, basically it means that the N actually stands for the actual number of years that you're supposed to complete your qualification, and the +1 or the +2 is the extra or the extra years NSFAS can give you to complete your degree if you have not completed it. So if maybe you're like me and you did a 3-year undergraduate degree, my degree, I was supposed to complete it in 3 years, but it took me 4.5 years. So NSFAS paid for me for only 4 years, and the last 6 months of my undergraduate degree, I didn't really pay for it then, but I did have money for registration. So you get your minimum years, and then they give you an extra year or 2 in special cases. I think special cases are like your disabled students. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna be looking down like on my diary every now and then, just so that I do not miss like any points. So please don't be offended if I don't look at the camera as much as I'm supposed to. Okay. So here's why you would need to appeal for NSFAS, just so you know why you actually need to appeal. So you may not be aware that NSFAS has requirements that you need to meet to qualify for funding for the following academic year, which is, as far as I understand, you are supposed to pass at least 50% of your registered credits for the previous academic year to qualify for funding for the next academic year. Okay, so at UKZN, I understand that like our modules that are available like to everyone, they have different credits that they weigh. Some modules are 8 credits, some are 12, and some are 16. Now say for example you were registered for 8 modules, so 4 for semester 1 and 4 for semester 2, and each of your modules, they weigh 16 credits, so that's 64 credits in semester 1, another 64 in semester 2, 128 credits, and you need to pass at least 4 of all those modules to qualify for funding for the following year. Now, for some reason, if you do not pass at least half of those modules, like half of your registered credits, you will need to appeal. I will attach like a screen recording or a screenshot of my results from 2018, so you can kind of see maybe why I actually needed to appeal. Okay, I'm actually showing you my marks, not like another person's marks. I really wouldn't do something like that. So if your academic record or your student central looks anything like what I'm going to show you, which are like my previous results, or even worse, you will definitely, and you're covered by NSFAS, you will definitely need to appeal. So when you appeal, when the time comes for you to appeal, which is just around when the academic year actually begins, like just before we start lectures, around the 2nd or 1st week of Feb, you will receive an email from the student funding at UKZN telling you that you do not meet the requirements to receive funding from NSFAS for this year due to your poor academic performance. So now you need to appeal. Now, I know that none of you have received these emails, but I'm doing this right now, 1st week of Jan, so early, so that if you do know that you failed, you didn't perform really well, and you are covered by NSFAS, you are aware now that you need to appeal. So I'm doing this and preparing this for you like so early, like and so in advance, so that by the time you receive your email, an email from student funding telling you that you need to appeal, you're ready to submit your documents. You're not doing the last minute running around, compiling everything, writing your letters. I'm going to help you do this thing like at least now, even before the semester starts. The nice thing is that university now is open, like most offices are running, and you can contact like pretty much any department, but things aren't as hectic and as busy right now because people are not on campus. We're not actually learning anything yet. Okay, so when you appeal to NSFAS, here's what you're actually doing. So you're actually writing or typing a formal letter, right, where you actually not big, but you're appealing and asking the appeal committee, asking NSFAS to actually fund you for this year despite your poor academic performance. So you do acknowledge that you are aware that you didn't perform well and that you don't meet the requirements to receive funding this year. Now, this is where the begging part A begins. You need to provide reasons as to what is it that could have contributed to your poor academic performance. And with those reasons, you attach supporting documents. For example, if you got sick, maybe during sometime in 2023, you got sick and you got hospitalized, you were away from school for quite some time, you state that in your appeal letter, and you can tell them how it like affected you and affected your academic performance. And with that, you attach a letter from the hospital or from the doctor from the time you were hospitalized as proof that you actually were ill and you were unable to actually be in school and commit to anything academic related. Another example would be if there was a death in the family. You can put that you can just say maybe how it affected you if you want, and then you have to attach a copy of the death certificate of the deceased family member. Okay, when I was appealing, the thing is now, to me, this thing happened before the pandemic. So we did like everything on campus. You were able to consult, talk to people at funding, like face to face. So after the pandemic, it's been so difficult to actually do this. I submitted my appeal. I still do have my documents, but then now the thing is I can't really show you here because my documents are at home. My appeal letter is at home in Maritzburg, and I'm still in Pretoria. I'm only going back home like the end of the month. When I was appealing, so I wrote my letter, and here are my documents that I included, what I actually went through during the year. But as you saw somewhere in the beginning of the video, I showed you my results from 2018, and you saw that I didn't perform well. And with those kind of results, you do know that you have to attend academic counseling at UKZN. I asked for a letter from my psychologist that I was seeing, who was helping me with my academic counseling, to write a formal letter stating that I was attending counseling, which just shows that I was doing something about wanting to improve like my results. I attached that letter. I attached a police report with the case number because I was robbed off campus and they took my laptop. Just 2 weeks after getting my laptop, I was robbed. So I couldn't really do assignments and submit them on time. I lost a lot of work that I had already done. What else did I include? I also got sick. I was also dealing with some health issues, and also during the year my father was hospitalized, so I really wasn't having a good year then. So I had all of these supporting documents, to actually support my reasons for poor academic performance. What I will do is that I'll screen record a formal letter that I'll show you like how you can actually structure it. But I think you can remember how formal letters are actually written because we learned like in English transactional writing in high school. If you don't remember, it's fine. I'll just create one and I'll show you actually like what it's supposed to look like because I still do remember it, But now, guys, just please don't copy my letter. You are a university student, you understand plagiarism And the consequences, this is just going to be a guideline for you, like a framework for you to use so you can start your appeal letter. So when you have written your letter, and I think towards the end, you can say that I have attached the following supporting documents as part of my appeal process, and you name them: the death certificate, the doctor's letter, a letter from my psychologist, yabo, the works, and then you close up the letter. Then, if I don't know if we're going to be submitting these appeals like online or on campus, okay? And you're not actually submitting to NSFAS. You're going to pass them on to the funding department at UKZN, and they're going to pass it on to the appeal committee of NSFAS. But you are not directing your appeal to UKZN funding. You're directing your appeal to the NSFAS appeal committee. So the UKZN funding department is like the middleman between you and the NSFAS, getting funding for the year. Okay, so here is an example of what your formal appeal letter is supposed to look like. This is my address, your address as the student who is appealing. I just used a familiar address that you guys would know. Like those of you who are in Maritzburg probably do know where this, but this is not where I live right now. But it's for the sake of the video and so that you understand. Moving down, this you write. So you write NSFAS Appeal Committee, and then you write the address for the NSFAS offices. Well, one of them. I don't think it matters which one you direct your appeal to, but the point is your letter is going to the appeal committee. And then you skip a line. On the next line, you write your heading for your letter, requesting for appealing to receive financial assistance for the 2024 academic year. Then you write your letter. Okay, dear sir or madam, my name is Niltanda, a third year student at UKZN. I am aware that I do not qualify to receive financial aid for this year due to my unsatisfactory academic performance in 2023. In the third week of February last year, I fell ill and was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Due to the unforeseen circumstances of my health, I was unable to attend to my academics, and as a result, I spent more time in the hospital. My health status negatively impacted my academic performance because I was unable to take several assessments during the year. It is my sincere wish to attend university this year and to continue to receive financial support from NSFAS. I humbly request a review of my award with consideration of these new circumstances. Your help is greatly appreciated. Thank you for taking the time to review my appeal. Attached, please find a detailed documentation of my hospital records from 2023. If there is anything else I can provide or any questions I need to answer, please do not hesitate to contact me. I will respond promptly. I look forward to hearing from you. Yours sincerely, Notan. Okay, so notice that I just kept my thing brief, and you see that I only mentioned just maybe one of the reasons that could have contributed to my poor academic performance. But if you have greater circumstances, you can just include them. But I just kept it as brief as possible. This is what you need to do. You don't need to stress yourself about writing and using hectic or bombastic words in English. Just be simple. Just keep it simple and straightforward. I hope it's clear enough for you to see and clear enough for you to understand. Okay. Before I continue with the video, please look at the screenshots I attached. So this is how you see on your Student Central if you would need to appeal. These were my financial details for the year 2019. 2019 was my second year. I didn't perform well in 2018. So this is where you see you actually need to appeal under your financial details. There are a lot of people who actually ask me how they can see without receiving an email. This is how you would see. I just don't know if you can see it now or it can be shown now because NSFAS hasn't released funding confirmations for the year. But when the time comes, go to your Student Central and go to your financial details as I've shown you in the screenshot. Okay, I have tried to explain this as best as I can, and I understand a lot of you are stressed, you're worried, and I completely understand, guys. But it's really not that complicated. It's not as bad as it sounds. But if you're gonna need some clarity, you're more than welcome to ask me. You can inbox me on Facebook. My name on Facebook is the same as the one you can see on my YouTube channel. And I'm also available on Twitter and Instagram. You can DM me there. But not Instagram. Instagram shouts does like crazy, but I can be available for those who probably don't have Twitter or Facebook. My details, you'll see them towards the end of this video. What I can tell you, just from personal experience, appeals they say they do take a long time, but when I was appealing, I think it took a month. I submitted my documents sometime in Feb, and then in April is when I started getting like my money. I received the approved email from NSFAS where towards the end of March, yeah. So during the time when you submit your appeal and you get approved and you get your allowances, you're actually not getting any money between then. I was lucky enough that I actually lived nearby home when I was still in West. I'd asked my parents to bring me food because so my dad goes to the gym in Scottsville, so he'd always just come to me at Rest to drop off some groceries for me because I didn't have money then, which was fine. But the nice thing is that when your appeal gets approved and you start getting your allowances, you're gonna feel like Tito Mbowen. Those rich politicians, because you're gonna get your money, your book allowance and your meal allowance for Feb, March, and April, which is somewhat close or even over 7K. It's just I don't know how much the budget for NSFAS is this year. Okay, guys, please don't stress. You're gonna be fine. I got through it. You're also going to get through it. You're going to be fine. You're going to complete your degree and you're going to graduate. You'll be surprised to see how many people have actually been through this. You're not the only ones. And can I just say, I'm receiving a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean so many messages from people who have to appeal. They are aware now that they actually have to appeal. They are aware because I've told them how you can actually know or see that you need to appeal even before you receive the email. And I haven't answered a lot of the messages. Please just bear with me. There are a lot of you that need help. I will respond to all of you. The thing is, I can't really be on my phone a lot during the day because I'm working in in just a while. I need to go downstairs and open the store and start working. But I will try to answer everyone. Please don't send multiple messages when you see that I'm not responding. I do promise you that you'll be fine. I will respond to you. The nice thing is that I'm doing this video so early on. We're not even done with the first week of Jan and we're already dealing with this. You're only going to get your emails for appealing in Feb. So you have time to watch this video multiple times, to speak to me, just about anything with regards to this process. Oh, and I also need to mention, I can't help the kind of people who appeal because of the applications got rejected and haven't actually been in university. Those kind of people I can't help. Because I really know nothing about that. I wouldn't know what the reason would be for the rejection of your application for NSFAS. I'm only helping people who are appealing due to poor academic performance because I've been there. I know what it's like. I know what it looks like. Okay. And another thing, when you're gonna send me an SMS, a message like a DM, please don't just say hi and then expect me to say hi, Unjani, you're good. No, I really don't have the time for a small talk. Just say, hey Tando, hope you're well. So here's my case, or here's my story, da 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 da. Can you help me? Simple. And greet. I don't like people with no manners. If you're not gonna greet me or you're gonna come at me some other way, you best believe I'm just gonna keep quiet. I'm gonna leave you on red. And I'm gonna leave my active status on Facebook so that you can see that I'm actually ignoring you because you're being rude. So yeah, Himbeb is very important. Can't deal with rude people. Yeah. So you can watch this video as many times as you can. If there's anything you do not understand or you need me to clarify on, leave a comment, or you can inbox me on Facebook, on Instagram, or on Twitter. I will be available to help. Guys, please do not stress. We still have time. Registration isn't even open yet. You still have time. It's great that I'm making this video now just so that you prepare. And the major reason why I'm making this video now is so that by the time you're ready, you actually receive an email. By the time you receive the email to appeal for NSFAS, you're basically ready to submit, and chances are they can process your appeal. Like you can probably get your appeal approved like sooner than later. Okay, because now let's say if the deadline is at the end of March, and when you received an email on the 12th of Feb that you need to appeal, imagine now if you submit on the 12th of Feb, way before the deadline, it is possible that you can get approved like sometime at the beginning of March, and you can start getting your allowances maybe in the middle or the third week of March. So the thing is, we're not really sure when they actually start processing them, but my piece of advice: the sooner you do it, the better. Watch this video, watch it as many times as you need to. If you don't understand anything, please do tell me. And please, guys, just don't stress. Cool, you still have time. People have been inboxing me like since December. Now which means that you weren't even enjoying. If you're Steve, who's being don't be truth because you were so stressed that you don't have funding for next year. In the wise words of my uncle, relax. That's what he says to me if I'm panicking. So yeah, this is my message to you guys. Chill. One step at a time. You still have time. You're going to be fine. It's still the beginning of the year, the first week of the month. University, they are open, but people are just not really there. So it's really not that busy. But if you know that you didn't do well last year, you know that you would need to appeal, text me. Listen, watch this video. Leave comments if there's anything you do not understand. Yeah, or if I wasn't clear on anything, I'm more than willing to help. But if you are going to text me, please just be patient. Don't expect that I'll respond to you like then. I have a ton of messages to get to people. I'm being texted left, right, and center. So patience and is all I need. But you best believe that I will help everyone who actually texts me and reaches out to me. Yeah, we won't get maybe to the middle of Feb without everyone who's reached out to me being able to help them. So yeah, we're all in this together. We're all in the same boat, guys. You're going to be fine. If I made it, you're also going to make it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I did. I was able to be of assistance to at least somebody, or maybe a lot of you, because a lot of you actually need help. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video, and good luck for this academic year. I wish you all the best. Ciao.